Feeling all right.
How surprised are you, Kobe, at how you are practicing on the floor right now for such a short period of time?
I mean, I'm pleasantly surprised. I've been moving, doing some things as of late that kind of, mimic movements out on the floor. But it's always different once you get out there and you actually start playing.
So is caution the key word right now?
Yeah, I mean, that's always a big key. You just you want to take it time, piece by piece, day by day, and today was a really good start.
Kobe, how did your body feel going up and down full court like that?
Felt fine. I've been doing a great deal of conditioning, so I didn't feel tired, or my legs didn't feel tired at all. Felt pretty strong.
Did you feel like you had to hold back at all, or you were just being super cautious?
No, not really. I mean, I just went out there and just played, and just try to do what I normally do and try to figure some things out about my game and what can I do at this stage, what I can't do at this stage, and just try to figure my way through it.
After being caged up for so long, how did you feel mentally just being able to get this up and down the court?
Well, I mean, it felt good to compete, and get out there and move around and, play with my guys, play against my guys, and, it feels good just to get out there and move.
And it's almost like you can hardly wait to get back into game action.
Of course. It's definitely something where you're kind of chomping at the bit a little bit, but we've come so far. I want to make sure that we all do. Want to make sure that when I step out there, we're ready to go the long haul, and it's not something that you continue to have to monitor.
Any limitations of what you can or can't do right now?
I wouldn't say limitations. I think there's still areas where it needs to get stronger in terms of the jumping and being able to plant quickly and change directions and things like that. But those are areas where you just have to get stronger. But I could adjust my game and play at a pretty high level right now. No, I can't. You have to kind of detach yourself somewhat and make sure that when you come back, you're ready to give the team the proper lift. It's very tough to do though, but it's something that has to be done.
What's your evaluation of how the team has been doing so far?
I think we've been competing very hard. There's a couple games there where I felt like we could have won them. Just a 1 or 2 minute stretch where we made a couple errors and the team was able to get away from us a little bit. But all in all, I think we've competed very well.
I mean, obviously in situations like that, you're obviously one of the guys that helped close it without you in there. How do they go about being able to figure that out?
Well, you just got to change sides of the floor, move the defense, get out in transition, try to get some easy ones before defense gets set. That's really the most important thing. Down the stretch, a lot of times teams want to slow the game down, and you're forced to go up against a set offense as opposed to pushing it and trying to get some easy ones before the defense is set.
Kobe, there were a lot of games in the spring where you were facilitating a lot, going 10-plus assists, and trying to see that on the floor while you're still regaining full strength. Do you think that's a role that you can play more to start, or is it just
the defense predicates that. I go in with no prejudgment, and just read the action, see what they're going to do, see if they're leaving guys open, if defenders are falling asleep on the weak side, so me to make them pay.
Kobe, what are the questions you had for yourself about your progress coming into today, and how were those answered?
Whether or not I'm the 25th best player in the world or not, that's really the big question I had.
Where's your head at, Kobe, when it comes to playing like you want to play? I mean, when guys come off injury, it's that mental hurdle or feeling.
I don't really have one, man. You just got to go with the flow and just react to it. I mean, if you have limitations, you have to self-assess and be honest with yourself. And if you have those limitations, you got to figure out a way to be effective around those. You can't be stubborn about it. If there's certain things that I used to do that I can't do now, I won't try to do them. And you got to figure out another way.
Was there anything you did better tonight or during today that you realized you'd made more progress in a certain area than you realized? Is there anything like that?
Strength. I'm a lot stronger. A lot stronger. I'm able to hold defenders off pretty easily with my offhand and maintain position on the post and things like that. I'm much stronger now than I was.
There's a sense that you wouldn't come back until you could dominate, right? Have you been of that mind, or do you know there's going to be a transition into a period where it takes a while to get there?
No, I mean, you want to. My responsibility is to make life easier for my teammates. I mean, that's really, my job. That's Pal's job is, to command double teams, command low defenses and zone defenses where you can get your guys some open looks and high percentage opportunities. And if I can step out on the floor and do that, then that's an accomplishment.
I don't just mean like dominant, like I just mean through your dominant self, right? Like you're at the top level. Are you going to be at that level when you come back?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's it's always different. You get out here on the practice floor and you perform, and it's always different when the game actually starts. So, it remains to be seen. I don't know.
Kobe, after having the game and the competition sort of taken away, is there a new appreciation or any change, any feeling of that?
Oh yeah, I mean, there's always a much greater appreciation for it. You know what I mean? Because you understand the kind of the mortality that comes along with it. You know what I mean? And kind of being on that doorstep. So there's always a sense of enjoyment when you actually come back.
So to walk back on the practice court like a regular guy, just one of the guys.
Felt good. Felt good. That? Oh, sure. Put the jersey on, you walk out, for practice. You gotta, felt like it was, 97 again, and I was, getting my first start, as a pro.
What sense did you get from your teammates on Saturday when you did that? Like, did anybody know that you were going to come out and play in the day?
Yeah, they knew when I came in. They saw me grabbing my jersey and stuff, and so they knew I was going to be out there on the floor.
What kind of chatter from them?
Well, I mean, they knew they had to bring their A game. Can't around when I'm out there.
Kobe, what's your vision for this?
Steve, as he's trying to recover from his whole back situation.
Steve and I have been extremely close through this process. And just talking, and particularly the last few games, he and I being in the back together, just kind of talking, watching the game, and talking about the game, just talking about other things, and I understand the frustration that comes along with that.
Do you think this summer he'll be able to come back from?
Sure.
Having to obviously deal with so many injuries he's dealing with the guys.
Sure. I mean, that's part of our job as teammates is to pick each other up. You know what I mean? And to put him in positions where he can still be extremely efficient and extremely successful. It's about us, covering for each other in that sense.
Kobe, having seen a couple weeks of the regular season, what's your vision for this group in the context of the West? Now that you've seen what's around you?
I don't know. Still got to figure it out, because the West is obviously very deep. And, the important thing is to not focus on what the West looks like or what the field is. You got to just focus on yourself. And, just play the schedule that you have and win as many games as you can, and then let the dust settle. You can't look at others and what they're doing and feel like you're playing catch-up all the time.
Kobe, how impressed with Jordan Hill have you been? I mean, that was an underrated injury last year. The guy missed 50 games. He brings a lot to the team.
Oh, a tremendous amount. He really worked hard this summer. Got himself in shape and, shed some weight. He's extremely strong, long arms, athletic, and he just has a knack for the ball and his way around the rim, and has a great touch in the low post and great touch from the perimeter, and he's been a pleasant surprise to say the least.
Can you see yourself playing this month?
I saw myself playing today, so.
Game ass.
Yeah, I can.